Hey guys, Side by Side Australia podcast episode 15. Sorry it's been a little bit quiet on the airways lately. We've had a bit of a gap in between doing these podcasts, but there's a bit going on. We've been just getting everything re-established with Can-Am for the contract for the next 2 years for the club, and that's all been signed off a few weeks ago, and it's all coming together just nicely. New machines coming through for our organisers, and everything is happening. But we've been a little bit quiet as far as promoting what's been going on, but believe me, plenty's been going on. So all you guys up in Queensland who have been joining up in the club, you obviously know what's going on, and BJ's been obviously telling you what's happening. We've been spreading the word quite a bit as well, but I'll get to that a little bit later on. But yes, absolutely, Side by Side Club of Australia, it is growing. It's going to be a massive, massive year. 8 rides this year instead of the promised 5. Sorry about that. And we're starting to spread ourselves right across the country. Still plenty of regions that we want to open chapters in and get event coordinators out there running events. If you're interested in starting to run events and have a chapter in your region, there's plenty of positives for you. But please give me a holler. You can always find my number. Give me a call and we'll have a chat. And I'll get to what's going on with Queensland shortly. Now, I just hinted that we had a couple of new machines turned up. They rocked up last week. So our good friends at Ronco Power Sports in Loxton in South Australia, which is my local dealer, they were nice enough to pre-deliver 2 brand new Maverick R's for us. So Can-Am sent them through for us to use for the next year and a half. So they are for the organisers who basically run all of the events for the Side by Side Club of Australia southern region, the South Central region, which is basically the South Australian based events that we do from here, which is where the club was founded. So the guys that have got those, we've got Noodles, which is Dave Newman, has got himself a Maverick R XRS 2-seater. And then Johnny Rogers, who's our event coordinator for the South Central region, he has got a Maverick R XRC Max with smart shocks, and that thing is a weapon. So you may have seen some videos and things that we've been posting on those machines. A lot more to come soon. They only got them on the weekend just gone. And they came to my place on Sunday and picked them up. Took them for a run here. We did a quick shoot for a new ally of ours. I would say a sponsor. They're sort of a sponsor, but certainly a brand that we're supporting really well, and they're supporting us too. I'll get to that shortly as well. The Maverick R Max XRC and the Maverick R XRS will be at all of the southern region rides. And up in Queensland, we've got a new machine coming up there for Brian as well. It's probably going to be another few weeks before we can get that because Can-Am haven't got any stock. Things are really hard to get. The Maverick Rs and the Maverick X3s have been selling really quickly. So we're trying to get Maverick X3 for BJ. That was his preference. And it's going to take us a little while to get the right machine that we want. So we'll have to come up with a temporary fix for now. A lot of stuff going on in the background, guys. Just, bear with us, but we will get there. So, new company that we've got an alliance with. We are now affiliates with Cardo. These guys are the market leaders in helmet comms, in meshed helmet comms, which basically means you settle up in your helmet, which I have done. When I say I mean Noodles, has done in my helmet with the new Cardo setup, with the microphone, and they've got JBL speakers, really cool, really loud speakers. If you know me, you know I'm deaf because I'm a drummer, and I always have problems being able to wind these things up loud enough that I can hear when we're going along, and these things are excellent. The quality of the audio is brilliant. And because they're mesh, it basically means if there's 3 or 4 of you in a group or 15 of you in a group, one links to the next, to the next, to the next. And as long as there's not a bigger gap of about a K or something, or line of sight in between any of you, the front guy can talk to the back guy. They just keep repeating all the way through. So it's an amazing setup. It works really well. There is another brand out there doing a similar sort of thing that we've used in the past, and we've actually switched over to Cardo to see what they were like, and we're all switching to Cardo now. They're so much better. So we've got the Pack Talk Edge setup that we're using, and I'm going to send 3 of these over to Millsy and the boys over in Mildura Way, because they do a lot of pre-running for us up a pack saddle, and we want them to test it as well, because you can Bluetooth these to your UHF. So if you need even more range, you Bluetooth these to like a GME XRS series in-car unit or handheld unit like the 660, and you can actually do a push-to-talk and it goes through these. You don't need any wires. You can get in and out of your machine, no cables. It's such a good system. So we're testing all of that at the moment. We'll give you more info about that later on. But the other cool thing they sent us is a few of these, which are the edge phones. So basically all you do is you unclip the comms unit off the side of your helmet and just clip it on here. I'll play a little video in a sec and you'll be able to see it that we did for socials for Cardo as part of the deal. We've got to do a bunch of videos for them. But you can jump out of your machine, clip that on, guide someone down a hill or over an obstacle or something, and you don't lose the communications. You can keep talking to them. So for me, filming, so good. I can talk to people and say, yep, hang on, come around the corner. We'll film you as you come past. It's trick. So we're just in the testing phases at the moment. We've done a weekend of testing, and they're excellent. Really, really good. So more information on Cardo coming up later. But if you're interested in getting a Cardo unit, so you can chat with us as we're traveling along, ATV Store are an on-seller and already were an on-seller of Cardo because they know how good the product is. So the Cardo Pack Talk Edge is the ones, the off-road vehicle ones. That's what I would recommend you get your hands on. They're not expensive. For peace of mind, for going around corners and someone ahead of you says, hey, don't come around too quick, there's a washout. Really, really good. It's a good safety thing. That's how I justified it to my wife anyway.
This is insane.
I know, right? How good's this track?
Yeah, it's nice and flowy. Watch this corner come in, man. There's a couple offset bushes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Drop off. Hang on.
Yeah, man, I gotcha. So how does it look, mate? What's in front of you?
I got no idea, man. It just drops away. I can't see it all.
It's all right, man. I gotcha. I'll grab the edge phones and give you a guide.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks, man.
Righto, man. Just come on over. Yeah, a little bit of left hand down. You got it.
Yeah, chuck your helmet on and I'll guide you down from here. Yeah, that's it. Right hand down. Now just follow my tracks down from there. You good to go?
Yeah, man. Let's bounce.
Who was that guy with the camera back there?
Don't know. I thought you knew him.
What a loser.
Okay, so that's Cardo. ATV Store, while we're talking about them, Luke has done the impossible. He has got us apparel. So Side by Side Club of Australia, sponsored by ATV Store, T-shirts, and they've got a massive logo on the back. Let's see if I can show you. Real big logo on the back, and hoodies as well. So if you jump on atvstore.com.au, and you can either go into the search and just go Side by Side Club of Australia, or you can go onto Facebook, and I'll put the link on there for both of the articles. Jump on there. They're $39.95 and $74.95. That's for the T-shirt or the hoodie. And as with everything with ATV Store, they're over $20, so it's free freight. You'll get them in a couple of days. So definitely worth it. If you're coming to Mount Ive and you want to be warm, grab one of the hoodies. They're really good quality. The fit is, I'm an XL. We all know that, but the T-shirts fit as an XL. Really happy with that. They're definitely not an oversized or undersized thing. It's a good Aussie sort of sizing. So you can be pretty safe. If you think you're an XL, you're probably one. Now, South Central region, I was going to get Johnny Rogers on the podcast, but he's busy digging holes today. So I'll have a bit of a run through. I was at the ride anyway. We just come back from the Coorong Sand Dunes, first ride of the season. We didn't have the new Can-Ams at that event. They turned up while we were actually there. They turned up at the dealership and got pre-delivered, and we picked them up. I picked them up on the Monday or Tuesday, I think, straight after that weekend. Awesome weekend. We had 29 people there. It was a massive ride. We broke into two groups because it's the sand dunes. If you've been there before, you'd probably understand. You've got the camping area, and then you've got tracks that go, or one main track that we marked that goes into the dunes, and a separate one that comes back out of the dunes. From that track that comes back in from the dunes, we ran a row of cones all the way through to the beach. So we had groups that could go out onto the northern end of the beach, for the sand dunes, or down the southern way. So we didn't have any risk of anyone having head-ons, and everyone comes back in the same way anyway. So basically, you go for a ride, you wander around. When you get to the cones, either head towards camp, or if you go the wrong way, your tyres are going to get wet, turn around, come back towards camp. And it was a really safe event, no issues with people. There was one buggy that had a little bit of a fight with gravity and lost, but that's okay. He's getting that all sorted. He'll be back for the Mount Ive ride, so that's going to be killer. Get him back out there again. So if I haven't explained it to you before, Johnny Rogers is the South Central Region's event coordinator. I'm a control freak. Everybody knows that if they speak to me for about 3 minutes, you work it out pretty quick. It takes me a while to hand the reins over. Well, we got about a day and a half into the Coorong ride, and I was starting to get stressed out because people were saying, "Oh, can we go for a ride yet? Oh, I want to go on the fast group. I want to go on the slow group." And I'm like, I'm trying to get videos done, trying to get the cardo set up, and I'm just like, "We got an event coordinator. What am I doing?" And I turn around and John's standing there. And he's like, "Come on, give me a job." So, "Oh, okay." And then John took over from there, did a killer job. Did a really good job. I didn't have to stress about it. So when we're at rides, guys, if you want to know what's going on, you can ask me for sure. But ultimately, it's John's gig. It's up to him as to when people go and what people do. And if people do the wrong thing, he's the one who's going to be pulling them up. So I'm there. I'm definitely there to chat to you. But ultimately, the running of the show is up to John. So just go and quiz him and you'll get on great. Just don't talk conspiracy theories sitting around the campfire with him. You won't be able to shut him up. Okay, so South Central ride, we had the Coorong. It was great, went really well. I'm going to drop the video in if you haven't seen it. This is a video we took from the weekend. So as you can see, the conditions were awesome. We were very, very lucky. It worked out well. It's always beautiful there in the dunes. A couple of us testing out our new rooftop campers. Scooter testing out his not so much rooftop camper, his trailer top camper that he just plonked on the trailer and pulled the buggy over and then took the buggy off when he got there and just popped it up. Worked good, actually. A lot of us is looking at that going, that was a dumb idea, and I think I'm going to do that. I know Noodles is looking at it as well, different ways of setting it up. It's always good to see how people set their camps up each time we go. Everyone comes up with really cool ideas. It was like in the quad club days, everyone had a different, someone had a different trailer at every event. And, oh, they done it that way. Oh, they copied that from mine. It's really cool. It's all part of the fun. Okay, so the next ride that we've got coming up is Mount Ive Station. So that's in May 15 to 17. It's only a few weeks away. I'm going to Tassie for field days for Can-Am, leaving on Saturday. I get back, and the following day we're heading off to go up to Mount Ive. So if you haven't already registered for that event, jump on the website and lock it in, and you can pay online the same way as it is with everything. The driver pays. If you're bringing passengers, just bring them with you, and they pay cash, which is a lot less for them. They pay cash when they get to the event, and we'll sign them up on the day. So we'll have the new buggies to test out at Mount Ive as well. It's the first time we've been able to drive them in proper conditions, and we're going to be getting a bunch of video of them and of the cardos and of everything else that we're doing. Don't forget, guys, it's not the Can-Am show. It is the Side-by-Side Club of Australia. It doesn't matter what brand you've got, as long as it complies with an Australian side-by-side. It's all listed on the website, which ones you're allowed to bring. And if you've got something that's not on the list, just give me a call and we'll have a talk about it and work out whether it's compliant. As long as it's got a ROPS-approved roll cage, and it's a commercially manufactured side-by-side, we're pretty much happy with it. But you've got to check first. You can't just rock up with something and assume that we're going to let you ride, because we might not. Okay, so we've spoken about the South Central region. Now we're going to talk about the Southern Queensland region. So Brian BJ Wells, I'm going to jump on a chat with him just shortly, and we're going to have a talk about the rides that are coming up in that region. We've been doing a lot of work. BJ and Penny, his missus, have been doing a lot of work in the background, scouting out rides and everything. So I'll just jump on now and we'll have a chat to BJ and he can explain it to you. BJ, Brian Wells, welcome to the podcast, buddy. Good to have you back.
Thanks, Mick. Good to see you too, bud.
All right, so we've been doing a lot of stuff in the background. I know you and the lovely Penny have been doing a heap of stuff in the background and going scouting venues and talking to everybody and spreading the word. But we can officially now tell everybody that the Southern Queensland region chapter of the Side-by-Side Club of Australia is up and running, and there are rides happening this year.
That's right, Mick. Yeah, and we've had a really good response from a lot of the local riders, so it's awesome to have that support behind us.
So we've got 3 rides coming up this year for the Southern Queensland region, and then hopefully expanding that to 4 for next year, moving on. And that'll be the constant. It'll be 4 for the region. And the region really is that Southern Queensland. I know one of the rides is up near Bundy. One of them is sort of just right down in New South Wales, just the very, very top of New South Wales there, sorry. But you actually went out to Manor Park last week and caught up with a bunch of the locals and had a look at that property. You haven't been there for a while.
Nah, mate. It was a good weekend. It was well organised. We got to spend some time with a few of the local riders, and they showed me around the place, which was awesome. The river out there at the moment's flowing, and the paddocks, everything's looking really good. So we should be in for a really good weekend the end of May.
Beautiful. So we need to make it really clear. These guys have got rides happening. I know Manor Park and planning buggy only rides as well. We're not all about taking over what they're doing. We're just giving everyone another opportunity to do more rides in their region. We absolutely encourage the guys who are out there doing these rides, and there should be more of it.
Exactly, mate. Yeah, no, the guys that are Manor Park have got their set weekends. They're trying to get about one every couple of months. We will slot in amongst them, and yeah, we encourage everyone that also was on the Manor weekends to come and join us as well, be part of the club.
So Manor Park coming up May 30th and 31st, so it's a 2-dayer. Normally we go from lunchtime Friday to lunchtime Sunday, but just because of the way the costings work with Manor Park, then we're actually running from Saturday morning to Sunday afternoon. So that's a little bit different to the way we normally do it. Fortunately, the first 2 rides in the Southern Queensland region, I'm actually going to be able to get to Everyone's been nice enough to be able to shuffle things around so that while I'm doing field days in the region, we're going to do these rides so I can pop up just to give you a hand. You've done rides with us before, but managing the back end of it and the paperwork and all that sort of jargon, just handy for the first couple for me to be there and give everybody a hand and meet everybody too.
Yeah, Mick, they're looking forward to it. They've asked the question, who's representing us? That I'll be there, plus yourself, so you'll be able to put some names and faces together.
Beautiful. Sounds good. All right. Now, once we get through that, we've got Rover Park. Now, tell us about Rover Park, mate. A lot of people probably don't know about it.
Rover Park, it's close to Tenterfield. Just it got shut down, as in they shut down during COVID a few years back, couldn't get insurance. It used to be one of the premier four-wheel drive parks as such. The owners we've been dealing with, they're really happy to have us. They only have one other event for the year, which is a motorbike ride. So the park is pretty much ours exclusively through the club. So we'll have the weekend there. Some of the tracks may be a little bit overgrown. They're going to try and tidy up what they can before we get there, but they do have really good facilities like hot showers, flushing toilets, beautiful camp areas that they're keen for us to share with us.
So Rover Park, that's happening August 21st to 23rd. That should be a ripper weekend. So that'll be from lunchtime on the Friday through to lunchtime on the Sunday. And as is with most of our club rides, we get to Sunday morning, everyone's that knackered. They want to have the opportunity to back up and go home anyway, but you can still ride, and our permit's there to cover us loading up. And if anyone wants to do one last ride before they head off, that's definitely an option. So that's Rover Park, August 21 to 23. And then the last one for the year, Clarkie's Petrolhead Paradise, September 25 to 27. Tell us about Clarkie's, mate.
Clarkie's is a little hidden gem that pretty much only people up close to Bundaberg, 1770 Way really know about, because there's not much you'll find online. It's a couple of thousand acres. He has roughly 50 to 70 kilometres of tracks, and they use it more for winch challenge weekends and that sort of event. 3-car, I think Low Mead 4-Drive Club run their 3-car challenge there. It's a beautiful spot at the moment this time of year. The campground is very spacious. Facilities are a little bit on the leaner side, but we'll have something sorted out by the time we get up there for everyone to ride. And it's a bit of everything, that one. It's hilly terrain. There's creek and gorge runs. We spent a couple of hours there a few weeks ago, and we're blown away at the diversity of what the tracks they have there. So it'll be an interesting one, that one.
So all of these rides that we're doing in the Southern Queensland region, they're all camp away. So they're not lead trail rides as such. But because of the layout of the facilities, a lot of it we'll get one of the local guys who knows the area well, or yourself, to actually lead group rides anyway.
Yep.
But it's a camp away, which basically means we all camp in one spot. So the camaraderie will be there. We can all help each other out, talk about all the stuff that we talk about with side-by-sides, all try to outdo each other, sitting around the campfire, having a beer at the end of the day. But it's basically a camp away sort of scenario. So we haven't planned any trail ride type events for the Queensland region yet, but that may come in time, but we'll see how we go. But camp aways are the ones that we get most of the numbers at down this region anyway.
Yeah, no, mate, we're looking forward to that one. All 3 rides over the period of the year are different terrains, different areas. It's going to be a real good variety. So if you've only ever done the one style of riding, well, this will be able to have 3 different track setups, 3 different areas that we can explore. For most of us, the opportunity to go to Rover Park and Clarkie's has just not been on the radar. So we've got a good variety to kick off this year anyway.
And then, of course, we've got Packsaddle as well, which is in New South Wales. So if anybody is looking for doing more of a trail ride adventure, that's the big main jamboree, I guess, for the whole Side-by-Side Club of Australia, is that Packsaddle ride happening out north of Broken Hill, in amongst all of these other rides as well. So, yeah, if anyone's keen to do something on, I think we've got about 2 million acres we can play in now, which is pretty bonkers when you think about it. But if anyone wants to do that, the club is the club. If you're a member of the club, you can come to any ride in any of the regions.
Yeah, we look forward to the Packsaddle one. We come down for that. I think this will be our 3rd year attending that one. We really love it because we meet guys from the South Australia club side of the club, from New South Wales, all the way from Brisbane. We've met people come down from Brisbane and join us as well. it's actually one of the ones that we look forward to. And again, that one's a completely different ride to the rest of the year that we do anywhere else. If you want to really mix it up, Pack Saddle is just totally different again.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Could we stay in the pub and we ride from the pub out onto all private land, as we always do. So you get a hot meal at the end of the day and you got hot showers, whether you're camping or staying at the roadhouse itself. We're all in that one area. It's a really, really good event. And the fact that you've been to the last two, this one's going to be so much different because half the roads up there are still underwater.
Yeah, you've had a lot of rain your end of the town. So, no, it's going to be, it'll be completely different again. And that's why I think we really enjoy coming there, because throughout the year we get a lot of similar stuff up here. But mixing it up with throwing that one in, we make a week out of it. For most of the guys coming down from up north our way, we actually make a week of the trip down, and usually there's a bit of a convoy of us coming down. So, yeah, let us know if you're keen. We'll travel down together.
And I know Millsy, who's going to be leading the ride, he's pre-running it the week before. He was going to pre-run it last week, but half the roads are not accessible, and half the riverbeds that we're going to be driving through are rivers at the moment. They won't be by the time we get there, all going well. But he's also planning he'll be there the whole week leading up to when we get there, pre-running. And then afterwards, he's going to head north. There's a couple of properties up there that we've been given access to, and he's going to have a bit of a sniff around up that way, up towards the Queensland border, see what he can find for potentially another ride later in the next couple of years. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, that region is just amazing. But for now, we've got 8 rides happening right across Australia. And if anyone is keen to come along to any of them, jump online, jump onto the website, have a look. I'll have all of the new Queensland rides up in the next couple of days. I'll try to get them done this afternoon. We'll see how I go. And yeah, sign up, come along. Only one person has to sign for each buggy. Everyone else just pays as they get there. And yeah, look forward to meeting all of your crew when I get up there in a couple of months. No, it's a couple of months. When is it? May. Wow.
End of the month. We've only got about 4 weeks, I think, before the first ride. So we've got we've got some country to show you, Mick. We've got some good guys that are ready to lead the rides, and yeah, we're keen. We've got Matt and Carl. They're all put their hands up to show you Manar, and those guys know it inside and out. So I can't wait to show you around.
No, I know some of those guys were instrumental in getting the club started up there in the first place. They were the ones who got onto me and chased us up and said, come on, we need some of that up here. So thank you very much to those local guys who helped make this happen, mate. So, all right, I look forward to catching up with everybody, and I'll jump back into the podcast. We'll catch you later, BJ.
See you late, mate, Mick.
Alrighty, so there's a lot of stuff happening all over the country, and there's other stuff happening in the background that we can't really tell you about just yet, because we've got to get our I's dotted and T's crossed before we start announcing too much. But for this year, 8 rides, it's going to be a big year. Can't expect everyone to go to every ride. We get that. I'm not even going to get to every ride. I know I'm going to get to most of them, but there's going to be some I can't. This club is for you guys. So if you want to have rides closer to you, the only reason we're not doing it is because you haven't told us yet. And once we get somebody like you, perhaps, who's willing to stick their hand up and help us organise rides and find properties, then we're more than happy to expand another chapter in your region. So by all means, come along to a Side-by-Side Club of Australia ride, sit down around the campfire and have a chat to us about it. That's what it's all about, guys. All right. Might see you guys on the 15th, the 17th of May at Mount Ive. If not, we'll see you around the traps. Keep looking at Facebook. Keep looking at Instagram. Keep following the group chat. You have to actually get my permission to be active on the group chat on Facebook, the Side-by-Side Club of Australia members group chat. But you can, as soon as you go to put anything on there, it'll send an email to me and I'll have to approve it or not. If you're an active club member, then I'll approve it. If you're not, I'll send you an email saying, hey, membership's free, just sign up. So, yeah, keep your eye on the socials so you can see exactly what's going on. We'll keep the videos coming. Support our sponsors. Remember, grab all your stuff from ATB stores. Support your local manufacturers and your local dealers in your local area. That's what it's all about. We're there to support them because they're there to support you. Okay, guys, we will talk to you real soon. Have fun. Keep it shiny side up.